Listen up! Tech news is important. And you know what? So are you.
Aww.
Elon Musk has revealed more details about his brain-computer interface company, Neuralink. During a live stream last night, Musk showed off Neuralink's progress in developing their system, which consists of an N1 chip connected to many threads thinner than a human hair. These threads would be sewn by a sci-fi looking surgical robot into the cortex of the brain, being placed right next to real neurons so they can detect neural signals, and then they would connect to an interneural implant just behind the ear, and then that implant would then communicate wirelessly through the skin with an external wearable link pod that would house a Bluetooth radio and a battery. We're all gonna be pod people. Importantly, without the link, the implant is basically inert. So Musk claimed during the live stream that during testing on a monkey, the primate was able to control a computer with its brain, and Neuralink has petitioned the FDA to start human trials next year. Oh, Elon, what crazy scheme will you come up with next?
Iron Man armor.
I thought he's already working on that.
Why has he made it?
PCI Express 4.0 is exclusive to AMD's X570 motherboard platform at the moment. Sort of. Because last week, ASUS made it seem like they were gonna be bringing the feature to some older motherboards as well. Uh-oh, small problem with that. AMD apparently shut down that plan. So this is the latest development in a story of flip-flopping two cities. City AMD and ASUS, tale of.
Oh, I see.
Originally, AMD said that 300 and 400 series motherboards could support PCIe 4.0, but then they came out and said they would not enable support. Then ASUS was like, oh no, you didn't, and released a list of their boards that could support the feature with BIOS updates, and then apparently they got a stern finger wagging from AMD about that, because enabling the feature on older boards could cause reliability and consistency issues that would of course potentially reflect badly on AMD. So PCIe 4.0 is being disabled in all future AM4 motherboard BIOSes for the older generation boards, which, and this is important to note, Ryzen 3000 series owners, and of course you need a Ryzen 3000 series chip in order to run PCIe 4, would of course need, because older BIOSes wouldn't necessarily work with the new chips. And in fact, there are even some bugs on the BIOSes that do support the new chips that have prevented people from booting their machines or launching Destiny 2 or what have you. Now, one bit of good news on the AMD front is that if you're one of those people that's having issues with your system because your BIOS on your older board doesn't support your new chip, AMD is offering free boot loan kits containing a cheap Athlon CPU, so you can boot up with that, update your system BIOS, then install your new CPU and ship the cheap one back to AMD. It is a little complicated, but we think maybe AMD is just a little like drunk with power from being at the top of the food chain for once.
I can see so much from up here.
Top of the drink chain. In a not unexpected turn of events, Facebook is being chewed out by the US government. The internet giant was just handed a $5 billion fine by the FTC over the Cambridge Analytica scandal, and some senators are even saying that that isn't enough. So a few of them sent a letter to the FTC calling their fine woefully inadequate and asking about the process that was used to determine the amount. Facebook's David Marcus also had to face some sick burns from the Senate in a hearing yesterday when Senator Sherrod Brown compared Facebook to a toddler who has gotten their hands on a book of matches and burned the house down over and over. They also said it was delusional to think that people should trust Facebook with their money. So on the whole, it's clear that Facebook has some legal hurdles to clear before it can get Libra off the ground, so I wouldn't cross my fingers for the launch happening anytime soon.
Who wants?
Yeah, does anyone,
Yeah.
why did I even say that?
Yeah, why are you saying these things?
Now it's time for the Kwak Buts, brought to you by the Moss V4, the backpack you can plug in to charge all of the devices inside it. The Moss V4 combines the best features of the Grande and the Black Pack models with 20 liters of capacity, internal cable management to keep your wiring organized, and an available power adapter to keep your gear charged from an outlet. It also features a pocket for the Moss Go 20,000 mAh battery bank and a bright orange interior so you can easily easily see what's in your bag. Right now, you can use offer code Linus to get 15% off everything on the Moss store, so go to lmg.gg/tlmossv4 to get yours today. Kwak Buts, they're kind of like nocturnal glutes.
That doesn't work.
Nintendo has confirmed those rumors about an upgraded original Switch. The new model called Hack 001-01, really rolls off the tongue there, is gonna last 4.5 to 9 hours on a single battery charge. That's a big range, compared to the 2.5 to 6.5 hours of the original model. Other than the battery life though, there doesn't appear to be any significant change, but we'll see for sure when it hits shelves in August. If you ask me, Nintendo should just fix the dang Joy-Con drift issue. Just can't stop Tokyo.
Drifting.
Yeah.
Is that what, yeah.
That's what the script says.
That's what that is.
Device IDs for a new AMD GPU codenamed Arcturus have popped up on the web and have immediately got all the usual suspects suspecting. Is this a high-end Navi card? A low-end Vega card? Well, regardless, it's most likely a workstation card, not a gaming part. So I guess we'll have to wait for more of the RX 5000 series. It's too bad, because like Arcturus, it sounds like cool, you know, like I'm Arcturus.
Arcturus!
Yeah, like StarCraft. Yep.
Is that a character?
Yeah, it's a character, Arcturus Musk, yeah. Every tech company and their dog is currently working on facial recognition, but Oakland has just joined San Francisco and Somerville in banning the use of the technology in public spaces. The ban is being instituted on the grounds that facial recognition just ain't ready for prime time, and frankly, I agree, because I only want to be recognized once I have properly done all of my makeup.
Oh no, we forgot to do it today.
Thanks. Bulgaria has a population of roughly 7 million, and about 5 million of them just had their personal information leaked by a hacker claiming to be Russian. Among the leaked details are income, healthcare information, and social security numbers.
Woo.
The attack was reported by the NRA, no, not that NRA, it's Bulgaria's National Revenue Agency, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the National Rifle Association. These are truly some crazy times that we're living in.
Things are wild.
And we're making robot brains, arms and legs, so why not tongues? IBM has unveiled Hypertaste, a system made up of electrochemical sensors that taste, this is a lot of finger quotes for one episode of Techlinked, that taste molecules in a liquid and identify their fingerprint. I heard that robots prefer salty treats to sweet ones, but we could probably find out if we just stuck a pretzel in a CD drive.
Already on it.
See what happens. And that's it for Techlinked, guys. Come back on Friday, because we're gonna party like we're Rebecca Black. We're gonna get down.
How does that sound?
Buy a shirt.
No. Oh.
LTTstore.com.
Easy.